guys. Ooh, dark. There we go, that's a bit better. So I've been telling you in past videos, but I worked for a long time in marketing. And one thing, pro tip, that I used to tell everybody, because I used to consult, I used to help people market and get their business out there. And one of the first things I would always go through people with is consistency of branding. Work out what your branding is and be really, really consistent with it. Every piece you put out should follow a theme. Every photo that you put on social media should follow a theme. And you should know and understand what that theme is. And there's a lot of science behind color selection, which is actually neuroscience. A lot of people think that it's opinion-based color selection. However, the human brain actually reacts differently to seeing different colors. Like emerald green actually makes you sleepy. The colors in the yellow range make you feel happy. To some funny extents, actually, if you paint a baby's room yellow, they will cry more because they don't understand why they're so happy all the time, and it freaks them out because the human brain doesn't want to be happy all the time. It messes with it. So little bits of science like that go into the color, the shapes that you use in your branding and design, the layout of the photos of your stock that you put onto Instagram and Facebook and even things like Etsy. Will attract certain people and detract from other people coming there. It will communicate things to your target audience that you have not actually written in any description. And people, and it's social media, it's like keep scrolling, you can have infinite content. You just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and there will always be new content for people to look at. So you need to make them stop. And how you make them stop is to recognize that it's you. Now, certain knife makers, for example, you can tell it's their knife just by looking at it, like Bull Blades, for example, or Twins knives. You don't even have to know it's one of their knives. You just, as you're scrolling, you can be like, that's a Bull Blades knife, that's a Twins knife. And I mean, I'm trying to get that style. Every knife maker's trying to get that style, but not everybody manages to nail it. But it doesn't just come down to the style of your work, it comes down to the colors that you choose, the lighting and the photos that you choose, the branding that you have for your brand, whether it's in your logo design or the way you structure your content. But you've got to be consistent. It's got to be regular. And I try and do that with my work. You can see on my YouTube channel, all of my videos have the same thumbnail template. Every time I show off a knife in photos on Instagram, it's always held in a very specific way. I take great pains in getting the lighting just right. I use very specific filters on it so that I have a brand of, like a visual brand, in addition to my actual things like my touch mark, my logo, and all that sort of thing, so that people can recognize my work. And this is just the first aspect of marketing that I go into with people, or used to go into with people. Now, if this is sort of news to you, I'm actually offering on my new Patreon for the two higher tiers. Actually, I'm offering sort of like it's like a master course really in marketing yourself. I offer pro tips and sometimes short videos, quick tips, sometimes long videos to help you with marketing, sales, building your business, to try and actually turn your passion into a job that you can actually make money from and support yourself. As I've said before, I actually work full-time doing what I do. So if you want to know how I actually get away with doing that in the 21st century as a blacksmith, there is a science to it, and I go into it, and I'm sharing it on my Patreon with the patrons. That's the plan. I want to actually get that knowledge out there. So if that's something that interests you, maybe check out my Patreon and have a think about joining in the crazy ride that's going to be the content that I'm putting out over there. And just to sweeten the pot a little bit, anybody who joins the top two tiers but before the end of January actually gets to have their own permanent discount code on all items in my Etsy store. And it's just for them, and it works on everything that I have up there now and everything that I will be putting up there. And it will just be permanent. So as long as you're a patron, you will have your own personal discount code for my Etsy store. And it's 15% off. And any knife that I put up there, any jewelry that I put up there, even if you get multiple things, it will take 15% off total order. Just to, a little bit of encouragement to help you get something else out of it. But it only is for if you join Patreon between now and the end of January 2020. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a quick video to let you guys know that is something that's going on. I do hope to see you over there, but if not, I'll see you guys on the next video. Catch you later.